Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors at Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this story comes from South East London. It's about musician Octavian. This story has been developing for a few weeks. His ex-girlfriend previously came out and spoke about severe abuse that she suffered during a 3-year relationship with him. But due to the fact of the amount of video proof that she has provided, I feel it's very important that we highlight this. But I will also put a trigger warning at the beginning of this video, because at the end we will show the very upsetting footage and some pictures. And we will also include domestic violence related helplines in the description below for anybody that is experiencing anything like this.
Fucking disrespected the shit out of me. Get away! Get away!
Record me and put me on the internet.
And beat the shit out of me.
Good friend you are.
And beat the shit out of me. And beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, I'll beat the shit out of you because you're a fucking cunt. You won't get in my house. I'll beat the shit out of you because you won't.
Octavian's ex-girlfriend is a music artist and social media influencer called Hannah. She is better known by her stage name of Emo Baby. She has music on Amazon, Spotify and Deezer as well. And before she started to post video footage of Octavian admitting to domestic violence, she posted a statement via her Twitter. It says, "I was in a relationship with Octavian over the past 3 years, and I'm finally speaking out about the constant physical, verbal and psychological abuse I have suffered during that relationship. A police report has been made, which is taking a little longer as she is in a different country," she said, "for her own safety and well-being." The first instance of physical abuse came after she fell pregnant with his child. She said that he pressured her to get an abortion and attacked her for the first time then. He kicked her in the stomach, burst her lip, attacked her with a hammer and threatened to kill her. Shortly after, he tried to get her to sign a non-disclosure agreement and to give her 20 grand. From the first instance of abuse up until April 2020 when she finally left. She also makes accusations that Octavian has a cocaine addiction. And she said she was kicked, punched and strangled and dragged out the house by her clothing and hair. He would smash furniture and threaten her with a bar or attack her with items like a screwdriver. The reason she said she wants to share the story about Octavian before his album drops is she doesn't want anyone to look up to him, and she does not want young girls to listen to the dark music that celebrates his abuse. She then goes on to say that he made a song about violently killing her with a machete called My Head, which in a since deleted interview with DJ Semtex, Octavian admits the song being about his ex-girlfriend and proudly laughs about it and calls it art.
What was going on that led you to make that?
I was breaking up with my girl. My girl was in the studio. And I remember sitting in the studio and I was like fucking writing these lyrics. It was just like, so every single song on that track is about like a moment.
So she sat in the studio, so like, did you already decide that you was about to break up with her? You was writing it there?
We're in the midst of a breakup, you know what I'm trying to say? And then Fred had this horrible beat, that beat. I was like, yes, I need this beat. I was just bare angry and I was just like, yeah, saying the words.
So you was rapping about her while she was there?
Yeah.
That's deep.
It's art. It's for you guys, you know what I'm saying?
He also has a new song on the album called Rock Smiles, which is about 2 men attacking me, and at the end of the song he says that he wants to kill me and tells everyone what he has done. This is a fraction of what I have experienced and what I have to say. Since the allegations and the video evidence has been brought to light, Octavian's management has stopped working with him. She then goes on to say on her Instagram story that Octavian is a narcissist and has attempted to control the damage that has been caused from her accusations. He already admitted online that he had reacted to provoked abuse. And this is a man that shows no remorse, she said, accountability or empathy for his behaviour towards her. She said that he changed his album name at the last minute to Alpha because he took her dog that they had together and he shares it on social media in order to upset her. She then goes on to say that he manipulated her and tried to get back with her every single time and repeatedly lied. And every time she tried to walk away, he would plead for her to get back, but then eventually get onto cocaine again and abuse her some more. So it's very disturbing news that has been emerging about the rapper Octavian. And of course, a lot of people in the industry have been speaking out about this. And Octavian has even spoken out himself and gave his opinion and what he calls lies. He says that he will prove that this is all rubbish and that there's nothing that he's done wrong, even though he has already admitted on camera to taking part in domestic violence.
People are bare thinking I'm an abuser, but just go and watch that video again. Go and see if there's any real physical abuse in the video. Been going out with this girl for 3 years. And then she posts one video showing nothing, and everyone thinks I'm an abuser because of how she wrote her statement. Go watch the video again. This is my ex-girlfriend that I broke up with. Remember that? I broke up with her a couple times. Right now we're going to deal with it legally, we're going to deal with it properly, and we'll be back again soon. Long. This is long. Right before my album launch, claiming that I'm an abuser. In the video, it consists of me trying to get my friend to leave. She writes a caption saying, he's an abuser, and everyone believes it. One, that's so unbelievable. But two, I broke up with this girl, yeah? I didn't want to be with this girl, ever, not even in the relationship. But she always blackmailed me and saying, that if you leave me, then I'm going to ruin your life. I don't know what's better evidence right now for you lot to see than today is my album launch. Yesterday the video came out with help from public people to try and ruin my life. I've been going out with this girl for 3 years. I've never, ever, ever been abusive to her. In fact, I've been quite the opposite. I've been so nice to her. She didn't want to leave me. In fact, she blackmailed me into staying with her, and if I don't stay with her, something like this will happen. And now everyone's falling into that trap of evilness. You don't need to really read between the lines. I'm not going to put any evidence out there, because evidence is for the real niggas that are going to deal with it. The real people in law that are going to deal with this situation. But I just can't believe that you are manipulated so easily. I can't believe that there's certain people that beg it with me that are now online backing her side when you haven't even heard mine. It's unbelievable. The video, go watch it again and see if there's any signs of me actually being abusive, or does it look like she's filming? So obviously she's going to act in a certain way if she wants to keep it as evidence. If she's plotting against me, she's a certain type of person. If she waits until before my album to drop a video of me being angry in a relationship, which we all are, and then says underneath that I'm an abuser, and then she puts random bruises up, and then people believe that when she releases it just before my album, then there's something wrong with this blurred out world. But either or, I'm not going to release any evidence. All you're going to see one day is boom. Don't beg it with me after. You've already made your decision. I'm an abuser. I'm good. I've got my family. I've got my mum next to me. Do you understand? I've got my new girl. I'm moving up. My album's so lit that people are trying to put it down, demolish it in any way they can. Wake up, people, man.
Octavian is a rapper from France. He moved to England when he was a child, and he did an interview back in 2019 with Mark Savage on the BBC. He says that the rapper went from homelessness to winning the BBC Music Sound of 2019. Octavian recalls the day that he was thrown out of his mother's house at the age of 14. He said that she was angry with him, and he always remembered that. She said that he'd either be big in music or go to prison, and he used that as a motivation, he says. His real name is Octavian, and his full name is Octavian Oliver Godji, and he spent the next few years jumping from sofa to sofa. He won a scholarship at the Brit School, he said, and this is the place that Adele, Amy Winehouse and others had also found fame. He dropped out and said that he didn't believe that you can teach someone to be creative, but he did make a lot of friends at school, and his new album that was about to drop would have been his first studio album. His breakthrough song in 2017 was called Party Here, and he was aged 23 at the time. His music was also played by Drake at the Golden Globes after party, and this had a massive projection on Octavian's career. He worked a lot with the likes of Skepta, and his latest song that he released was Rari Chapter 1, featuring the American artist Future. This was on his own YouTube channel, and he'd also worked with the Gorillaz and several other American artists that include Smoke Perp. So again, like I said, I thought this was a really important story and subject to raise, and I really want to hear what people have to say on this. If you are experiencing any situation like this, please don't hesitate to get help from some of the brilliant organisations that are out there. So really appreciate you joining me today for this video, and I wish all the best for his ex-girlfriend as well, Hannah. And I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.